Ah, you finally arrived. Grandmother? But Sieg? I see. Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you are always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything, not long after you left to train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So I'm okay. Don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we last met, Estelle. Mr. Vothek and Mr. Linheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. Ah, so you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case, to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberal? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of those letters, maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my belief that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother, I don't know. I don't think they have the right to be all blur. Let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for Liberal and its people. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility.
Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes?
Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Rats!
Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question.
Of course, Olivia. Whatever you wish.
Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affair of others.
Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's all right, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Crossbell? That's where Renne's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains and directly between Erebonia and Calvard. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess.
Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem.
I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then.
Ah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then?
To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace around the entire region, and people will remember Liberal spurred it on.
I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberal was far more of a fool errand than I'd ever imagined. That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now.
What are you going on about? Wait, Crossbell, Renne, sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... My goodness, a child abandoned at the royal villa? I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be? No, I'm very sorry, but I do not, however. If they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whenever you need. Oh, thanks. Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say. You'll be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. All right.
My goddess, such royalty. I would say she is the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say, coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kind of envy a liberal, to be honest.
Of course. She's the queen, after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman Grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her. Oh.
Princess, when did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne?
Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly.
And may I ask your age?
I'm 16, but...
My point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not yet even as old as she when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now. Wouldn't you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there. Just take it one step at a time. Don't worry.
Olivier. Zen. Thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh?
Get older? How rude! I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zen here, even. You're one to call out someone on being rude, Olivier.
Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both. Back to town. Yes.
Evening already. Time does fly when you're having fun.
The only letter victim we've yet to visit is the Liberal News. Yep.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get over there and see what they want.
There he is. Hey, Niall. Hello.
Who in the hell? Well, what do you know, you guys? How you doing?
Good day, Niall.
Pardon our intrusion.
Oh, it's that bard guy, and, Your Highness. Good day to you, yeah. You even have Cindy Immovable of Calvard with you. You got quite a gang going here, Estelle.
A lot of stuff's happened since we last met. How'd your coverage of the election in Rouen go?
Damn well, that's how. Got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of, what brings you by today? Got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall?
Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We heard the Liberal News received a threatening letter.
You guys are investigating that thing? I figured the military would be taking care of that one.
We're working on a request from the military, actually. So do you know anything?
Well, I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything.
That's real helpful, Niall.
Come now, you're a newsman, a hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is?
I don't have time for this.
That's a bit impolite, you two. Niall, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share it with us, please?
Oh, hey, Your Highness. You don't need to lower your head to me. For crying. Fine. Okay, so, this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter. Not even close. Lyston Fortress got one. Then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Roenbaum, and then both embassies, Gransel Castle and the Air Royal Villa all got one too. There were 9 letters in total. Huh? Something wrong?
Niall, we heard that from the military already.
What? Damn it! That was my big scoop for the day.
Doesn't look like we're going to get much out of this.
Yep, time to move on.
Now you wait just a second, Missy. You keep talking like that, Niall Burns, star reporter for the Liberal News, is gonna have a name worth a pile of crap. All right. Let me let you in on my take on this whole mess.
Okay.
You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns.
Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells me that this is some kind of huge pranks. The threats aren't real.
We thought of that too.
You sound awfully sure, though. Mind telling us why you're so convinced?
Okay, trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe, or at least imply, something nasty that's gonna happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that.
Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in a way of specific terror.
Exactly! I've got a hunch. This isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. This is more about getting people worked up over a threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks.
I see. That's kind of a good point.
There is some sense behind it.
I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent. And each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony.
Yeah, for a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening.
That does seem kinda true on the surface. Think about it though. All that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I knew about those places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm gonna be working this on the assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat and we can compare notes later, eh?
Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Niall. That actually helped a lot.
Darn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pack's signed.
Okay. Oh, speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere.
All right. She's off working in the Bowes region. I sent her to snag some photos.
What, for a special of some kind?
Yeah, related to the Royal Army. You remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? The one you guys busted? The Army decided those rats have the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They're running airship pilot training out there now.
Oh, neat. So she went off to get coverage on the base?
That's the idea. Was a little worried about sending her on her own, but gotta do it sometime.
Dorothy out on her own. Scary. Oh wait, duh. Speaking of girls on their own.
What's up? Harold Hayworth, a traitor from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our classifieds, or our wanted column either.
Figures.
But hey, This is part of the job, right? If you guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. We can put them up in the classifieds if you want. I can even have a few people in Crossbell I could poke.
Thanks, Niall. You're way more reliable than I thought you'd be. I think I need to upgrade my opinion of you.
Of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before?
Haha, just kidding.
Alright, let's get back to the guild house then. Agate should be back by now. Hopefully, yes.
Thank you again, Niall.
It's no big. Come by in again anytime you like.
We're back.
Yo, there you are.
Sorry, I know we're a bit late. Hey, where are Cheetah and Renne?
They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor.
Sounds like they had fun. Anyway, we got a lot to report.
Yes, please.
I see. Not bad. Sounds like you guys learned a lot.
I guess. We didn't get anything decisive, though. Agate, did you find anything?
Honestly, I got jack all. The hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. Nobody had a single friggin' clue of who could have sent the letters. The guy at the airship company was sweating quarts that a demand for money might come in next. But at that point, not so much as another peep.
Damn. Doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is that the society's behind all this?
I don't think we can safely say that at this point. Their primary focus up until now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbments they possess. And we know the Gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. Yes, this doesn't really seem like it matches the Society's MO.
I guess Ruan and Zeiss just have me on edge.
No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we can safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a report. Could I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at the Airbaroya Villa tomorrow?
Sure. We didn't find the sender in the end, so I kind of feel bad, but I guess it's all we can do. Arab, right. Agate, did you find anything out about Renne?
I did actually, Wait, let me start over. I went to the hotel first. The kid and her folks stayed there for about 2 weeks. Same room the entire stay, typical tourist stuff. They just checked out this morning.
Okay.
Then I went to the cathedral. While they were here, the Hayworths came to worship a bunch of times. Thing is, the priest who attended them said they felt off when they did. Like they were distracted during prayer or something.
That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah.
And then, at the airship company, that's where I found Zip.
Wait, what?
Harold, Sophia, and Renne Hayworth of Crossbell, right? There have been exactly 0 passengers by that name and nationality coming through here for at least half a year.
No way, but...
That is a mystery. Though perhaps they traveled by land.
Wait a minute. That can't be right. When we first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship.
Right, at Air Letton. She said she saw a big lake on the way down.
Troubling. It's possible they were traveling under assumed names.
Assumed names? Why would they?
They may have had something to hide, or they may have been hiding from someone. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contacted every guild branch in the country about Renne's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for more information to come in. As for Renne herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now.
Yeah, I'd feel terrible if she got wrapped up in something. Could you leave her with me, maybe? This mission kind of feels personal now.
I was going to suggest that, actually. Thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Gransel, naturally. That includes Renne, so don't worry.
Thanks, Elnon. Oh wait, speaking of staying the night, we might not actually need that tonight, you see.
My, that's quite an invitation.
Yeah, and I think I'll pass. The castle's a bit too rich for my blood. I'm not really keen on staying there.
Besides, it'll be easier for Elnon to reach one of us at the hotel if something happens. I hadn't thought of that. We might hear something about Ren's parents. I guess I should stay at the hotel too. Sorry, Chloe. No, don't worry. I'll explain the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind.
Zen and I are going to stay in our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle, naturally. So that means you two and the girls will be staying at the hotel then. Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar?
Good idea. And you know, I'd actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while.
Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate a mature flavor at last, I wonder?
I'm going to snap those heartstrings if you keep it up.
Snapping or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find seating.
Alright, let's gather up the kids and get on over to the bar.
Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital.
Miss Chloe, you live in Gransel?
Yes, I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you'll pardon me. Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Chloe.
Wow, that was one heck of a party. Olivier even dragged poor Mueller into it.
Yeah, well, you called up on that reporter too, you know.
Well, I figured, what the heck. Ren, did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. The food was really good and everyone was talking about neat stuff. The piano music was really pretty too.
Yeah, Olivier's really good at it. I was kind of surprised. Well, he's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. Sure you want to duck out already, Agate? Zen and the others are still having a lot of fun.
Yeah, honestly, if I tried keeping up with Zen, I might not have a liver in the morning. Plus, I'm kind of beat from trolling the city all over today, so I'm just gonna pack it in.
Fair enough. Let's get our hotel rooms then.
Pardon, are you the bracers and company we were expecting? Forgive me, but we were unable to secure a 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms?
Oh, sure. How do you want to split them up, Agate?
I don't care too much. Set it up however you want.
I want to be with Miss Estelle. You've been busy with work, so we haven't had any time to talk at all.
No fair, Ren. I wanted to be with Estelle too.
Then you should have said so sooner, Slowpoke. I know. What if all 3 of us stayed in the same room? We could share a bed.
No, that's okay. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight.
Thank you, Tita.
I think I just got horse traded.
Then I'll be with you, kiddo. This reminds me of when we were hiding out with Gramps.
Now that you mention it, yeah, it does.
Oh, wow. This room is like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. There's a big building outside the window.
Oh. So Joshua and I have to share this room for a while?
Miss Estelle, what's wrong?
Nothing, really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Ren. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today.
It's okay. Papa and Mama promised they'd come get me. You don't need to work so hard.
But
Papa and Mama are very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. So I don't think you'll find them very easily.
is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's for the best. But never mind that right now. I have 2 big favors to ask of you.
What's up?
I can't tell you unless you promise me ahead of time.
Yikes. Did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure. If it's something I can do, I promise I will.
Really? Yay. The first thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on?
Call me? Oh, you mean drop the whole miss part?
Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle.
Is that right? Alright, I don't mind. I never stood that much on formality anyway, and it's not like I'm your teacher or anything.
So you really don't mind? Estelle. Estelle. I love it.
Glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want, Ren.
Okay, Estelle. That makes me very happy.
Oh, that's good. So what's the other thing, Ren?
Oh yeah, well, can you tell me why you were so surprised when we came in the room? You had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this very room before with someone else. Stepping in here just reminded me of him.
Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest?
Not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time, and we've gotten very close, but, well, it's complicated. We're not together right now, though.
Oh, well, what kind of man is he? Huh? What's his name? What does he look like?
Questions. His name is Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really.
Beautiful?
Yeah, let's just say he made a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him.
Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh?
I don't really know, actually.
Oh, you don't know when you're going to see him again, and that's why you looked sad, right?
Sort of. But I'm okay. I'm going to find him and drag him home, even if it takes years.
But why did you seem so sad?
Well, because I'm sure Josh was off somewhere, in way over his head, and I can't do anything to help him. That makes me sad, I guess. Sorry, Ren. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all.
No way. It's neat. Joshua was a really wonderful person, huh?
Wonderful? Actually, right now I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye. Taking my first...
Huh? First what?
Nothing at all. Okay, yep, I'm tired. Time to go to sleep.
Hey, no fair. I'm not going to sleep until I hear the whole thing.
Boy, I messed that one up.